Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, please hit that subscribe button and get that bell notification on so you don't miss out on the next episode of Brockton County, an Ontario-themed city. And make sure to hit the like button too. The like button helps the channel a lot. And follow me on Instagram. I post some fun pictures there and you always get reminders on when videos are posted. In today's video, we are going to start off quite a big development project. We're going to redo the Lakeshore Highway. And we're going to create a bit of an elevated express system. It's going to be an interesting little project. I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do it all in this episode, and a lot of it's going to be sped up. So there won't be a lot of talking in today's episode, but don't worry, we're going to get a lot of talking through in the beginning because there are some small projects that I want to get done quickly beforehand. And so let's, look at that beautiful view of our bike lanes, which need some asymmetrical, which need some dedicated turning lanes on them, but that's for another time. That wasn't one of the projects I was thinking of. But, okay, let's dive into it. So the first one is that our zoo leveled up when I signed into the city today to start work. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to add these two items in, and then we're going to leave it be. Because same with the amusement park, we're just waiting for enough people to get up to the next level. So over the next couple episodes, we're going to be leveling up the amusement park and the zoo together until maybe we hit level 5 with both of them, and then we'll have another dedicated video to them. But we're going to go over to the zoo, the Batherston Zoo, and we have some great places to add these assets in. So we're going to go to the zoo right now. We're going to go over to the insect, is that what it is? The insect and amphibian house. So what I was thinking is we could put it right here, but don't you think it'd be really cool if it was right in the middle here? Kind of goes against the vibe we were going for last episode, but I mean that's quite grand, and then we can always get pathways around it, right? Yeah, I mean look at that. You walk in to the zoo, you're in the plazas, and you have this amazing building right here. I mean, it's gorgeous. And there's some back gates over here, which we will need to make sure that we respect. So I think what we'll do is we'll have to move this one then, the antelope enclosure. So let's just move that. And let's throw that one. Let's just redo some of these paths here. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much time on the matter here today, but just enough time to kind of work this place out. All right, so we are going to throw this one, how about right along here? Back it up just enough. Yeah, that's good. I mean, it does look like one that would be closer to the outskirts of the zoo, but I think it'll work out just fine. So we're gonna grab the paved path, and we're going to make sure it's ground level. Holy cow. And we're just going to swing it right by to about here, and then we're going to do the same thing, turn bending off, turn anarchy on, and just do that. So this way we get a bit of a little pocket right here. And you know, I think we could just bring it right up against the park here, or what we can do is we can just move it back a touch more. And let's turn node snapping off. Let's turn all the guidelines off. Oh, it really wants me to snap there. Okay, well, let's just try to draw it in. Perfect, and we'll readjust as necessary. Okay. So just enough access right there, and then we'll just duck in. Sure, why not? Some weird connections there, but that's fine. We'll just kind of drag it out a bit to make it connect up a bit nicer. And this way we get some direct access to the antelopes, I guess. All right, let's just grab some trees here, and we'll just create a bit of a line. All right. Yeah, there we go, pretty simple. Then we'll do the same thing, just like that, and then we'll take our forest brush. Whoa, I recently eliminated a bunch of trees from the outskirts of the the city because it's just slowing down my game a bit too much. Let's turn that down even more. And let's make sure we continue this forest vibe we're going for through here. All right, so we need to then continue this. We'll turn guidelines back on and we'll connect up like so. All right, and then we'll just continue these out in a straight line, which I don't think that was straight. So let's just redraw that in. Let's try to do it from this angle. Yeah, it's just off. That's okay. We'll just use Alt. There we go. All right, so we added that asset in, and then we had one more, which was the bison enclosure. I think the bison enclosure should also go out over this way. So how about what we do is we try to line it up just where we had that before. Yes, but I'm just going to drag it out ever so slightly. Yeah, I think that'll work. Just like that. All right. And then we'll just connect up. Yeah, I think that'll work. And everything is always subject to change too, right? So no worries if we decide to change things up at a later date, regardless. So, all right, let's just try to get a nice smooth connection here. And I think what we'll do is we'll just try to make a bit of a cheat path around the antelope enclosure here. All right, and then we'll just blend that in. Fantastic. Okay, so we'll just leave it at that for now. And that should get us up to the next entertainment level. Yep, it does. And we'll send the game off. All right, so that was the first thing we had to do. And the second thing is we're going to do a bit of a renaming of the streets over here, down by the train yards. We have the street that runs right alongside here, which is named Elizabeth Street. We're going to change that name to Pullman Place. Very aptly well named, a good name. There we go. For a street that runs parallel to a roadway. And then we're going to do another change as well. And that is to take this one right here, and we're just going to connect it in onto the street. It's going to take some pressure off of this main road here, Thomas Avenue. And we'll make it, I think we'll make it a two-way. I think that'll be fine. Should we just make it perhaps an asymmetrical road? Yeah, why don't we just do that? All right, so we're just going to connect it in, just like that, and then I'm going to draw it underneath the road to about here. There we go, and then we'll have to move some vegetation, which has grown up underneath. And we're just going to drag this, and then we're going to flip. Oh, we're just going to flip that. And like this, people are already using this as a bit of a cheat system around this area. And then what we can do, oh, darn. Did not mean to do that. All right, we'll just re-upgrade that. Perfect, and then let's set up this correctly. So I think what we'll do is we'll have it straight and right, and then this one will be a left. And why don't we just make sure that these guys know where they can go. Yes, I do see that pillar. That's funny. Okay, and then this one can go. I think they have enough space, and they don't need to turn back onto the highway anyways, so that'll be good. And then over here, let's just make sure that maybe that one's a dedicated right. I don't think it really needs to be. Okay, and then we'll just shift this over so that there's not a pillar in the middle of the road. All right, so I think that'll work out altogether, but another option we have to do is we could just drag this over ever so slightly, make this a bit of a sharper connection. And then we just lower this. What the heck? There we go. We lower this down a bit, and then right here on Stephen Street, we can get a connection to the highway here, which will also boost traffic availability through the area. All right, so we'll just simply connect up like that. And then I'm just going to, use move it here. Just gonna drag it out like so. I think what we'll do is we'll elevate this. Okay, thank you. Thank you, move it. Oh, that's not elevate. Elevate, there we go. And we'll just have to make sure that this whole area can merge pretty nicely, but it might take a bit of work here. So I'm just going to scooch this back. I think there's a node here as well, which we need to scooch as well. So, you know what I'm actually thinking? I think we'll just eliminate this node. Yeah, that makes more sense. All right, so huge intersection here. So let's just continue our little bit of work on this. I think we'll just bring it a bit over and this one can come a bit closer. There we go. And then we have some vegetation in the way. So I'll just have to be really careful picking these ones and moving them. All right. And then we will just do this to make sure that they know. And then same thing right here. Oh, they can already do that. Okay, well, that's good. It's just an on-ramp, and it's just supposed to help out with getting some traffic onto Highway 19. And hopefully it all works out in the end. Looks like it's going to work out. It's a bit steep, but other than that, I think it works out pretty good. So, yeah. Oh, did I just lower that? Holy cow. Okay, there we go. Works out, works out. All right, so we are 12 minutes into the episode, and I'm going to probably stop talking now, and I'm just going to, well, I'll tell you about my plans, and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes of the episode. Oh, we're missing water somewhere. I just saw this right here. What I will do, I knew where it was, and we'll just drag out water there. Okay. So, let's just realize, I just realized I didn't have this up for you all, and it also helps me out because I just realized we're running low on power, but I think I'll just leave that and I'll deal with it off camera. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna create an elevated express system that runs probably from this interchange here, maybe a bit farther, because we're gonna be developing this area. And it's going to kind of have a bit of unrealism to it, because I'm going to kind of just ignore the fact that there's going to be pillars on the road. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack these two roads. We're going to have a lower road, which is going to be acting like a collector. And then every now and then there's going to be an option to get onto the express. So the express is going to be above it, and it's going to go all the way over to here, where we have our... actually, I think this one will be a ground one. I think the first elevated express exchange will be right here. But it's going to take me a little while, and you might see a couple cuts, and you're going to see a lot of it done at fast speed. So when that's done, I will resume talking, and we'll end the episode. So I'm not sure how long the episode's going to be, but you obviously already know that. So without further ado, guys, I'll talk to you soon as we build this pretty cool express system. All right, so that turned out pretty nice. I like how it worked out. Pretty long on my end. I'm not sure how things are on your end yet because I haven't edited the video yet. But it's kind of a play off of what happens with kind of along Lakeshore Boulevard, Gardner Expressway in Toronto. And I've taken some liberties I really like this. I think this is going to be a really cool express system through the downtown. There's going to be lots of detailing I still need to do on this area, and still lots of work that needs to be done. But I need to end it here for time's sake on my end. But you know, I think it works out pretty well. This obviously needs to be a bit better of a transition zone, which we'll get to. Just kind of ran out of time today, but it flows really well. We might even need a second one over here, probably not. But it's got diamond interchanges throughout here to access the whole area. We have the collector beneath it. We're gonna just kind of play with some realism here. You know, there should be pillars. I'm not gonna really do that, to be honest. We're never gonna really see underneath it anyways. But you know, multiple things. I like this system interchange here between here and Highway 19. It took me a little bit longer than I thought it was going to take, unfortunately. But you know, as we build up the waterfront, this whole area is going to be really used up, and I'm sure I missed stuff. I'm sure I missed a turn, or dedicated turning lanes, or stuff like that. I am going to go over it tomorrow, but I did run out of time. I wasn't even going to build this one, to be honest. It looks pretty rushed, not going to lie. That one looks pretty bad. But I'm going to fix it off camera. This whole area now has like a really smooth access to the whole part of town. And with Highway 19 running right through here, it's going to really see a lot of improved traffic now, because a lot of more people are going to be wanting to use the space. So it's going to take a lot of tweaking, and some of it I'll do on camera, some of it I will do off camera. But I think I set ourselves up really nicely for the next few episodes this week, because I was really wanting to focus on building along the waterfront this week, and we really needed this type of system throughout here. And I think it's realistic to the theme we're going for, because this does exist in Toronto. Ignore that pillar. That guy went right through it. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the first kind of look at this, because there will be more, and I'll leave you at this today, folks. So hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon in tomorrow's episode, where we're probably going to be doing more of this. And yeah, all right, so have a great day. Talk to you soon. Peace out.